Wagyu is the most prized beef on the entire planet. And today we're gonna do something that, to my knowledge, nobody has ever done before. We're gonna cook an entire Wagyu cow. But the real challenge here is finding that much Wagyu, and fortunately, I know just the right guy.
Guga! What's going on, everybody? What's up, Nick?
Guga here knows more about beef and Wagyu than anybody I've ever met.
I actually cook quite a few, I must say.
More than quite a few. Guga, I really don't want to keep people waiting here. Should we show them?
Yeah, check this out, everybody.
What we have here laid out on the table is an entire Wagyu cow. Guga, can you explain some of this?
Every single piece there is, we have it right here. So here we got neck meat, and that's brisket. And then we got flap meat, we got picanha, we got oxtail. I don't know what that is. What did you do?
Manny, you're fired. Get out. So Guga, what we have here is not technically an entire cow. That would break the table.
Exactly, and on my pocket.
It would be at least what, $50,000?
Maybe even more.
Maybe
a full
even more.
Wagyu A5 cow? Oh yeah.
More than that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to spend the amount of a nice Tesla on a Wagyu cow.
That's right.
Let's
That's
just
right.
say that. I'd probably rather pick the car at that point.
Yeah, I agree.
But what we have done is found virtually every single piece we can find in a cow and laid it out across this table.
Correct. Every single piece here that we have is Wagyu. We have some very exciting pieces. Some others not that exciting, but I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out.
But we really do. We have a lot of pieces that even I have not tried myself. We have the cheeks up here from right there on the face. That's crazy. We have the oxtail, right?
Exactly.
Which I think is insane.
Yeah, one of my favorite pieces of meat too.
I can't believe the tail can get that thick. Look at how thick that piece is.
Yeah, it starts out nice and thick and go nice and thin in the end.
That's crazy. We have little funny legs here with the bone marrow.
Exactly.
Which, if you haven't tried bone marrow, is one of the tastiest parts of a cow. Beef flavored butter. Just think of that, and it's amazing.
And we can't forget my favorite piece of meat, picanha.
I have never had picanha.
Well, you're gonna have it today for sure.
Ooh. So today we're gonna be spending 12 hours at least, right?
Maybe more. Probably more. 14 hours to 15 hours.
It's all hands on deck, and we're gonna try to cook this entire Wagyu cow to taste as many pieces as we possibly can.
Which one are you mostly excited about?
Cut the cam.
Oh, come on. Come on, Nick.
Cut the cam. Cut the cam. And Guga, after we try all these pieces, I want to sit down with you and talk about what we tasted today and kind of rank them out to tell people what our favorite parts of this Wagyu cow are, because I don't think anyone else has gotten to experience what you and I are about to try.
Absolutely. I can't wait to try them all at the same time so we can rank which one is better.
Let's get cooking.
All right, let's go. We got a lot of work to do, everybody.
So let's pick out all the pieces we want to start cooking.
Okay.
So what's going to take the longest here? What do we
Brisket, and we're definitely cooking the brisket.
Okay.
That's a no-brainer.
All right, so I'm going to smack this on the tray. That's going to take the most time. How long does that take?
That one's going to take about 12 hours.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Okay. I actually personally really want to try the cheeks, so can we try those?
Yep, let's go.
Cook those up.
Definitely.
Bone marrow, amazing.
A must.
We need to talk about it to people and how good it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bread.
One of my nephew's favorite thing, Angel, he loves this thing as well.
Let's take the bone marrow.
Definitely picanha. We have to cook the picanha.
I know you're picanha. You okay over there holding all this?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I don't really know if I want to do the intestines, at least not to start. Is that okay?
All right, yeah. If we have enough time, let's cook it too.
Do we have enough time to cook the oxtail?
Definitely. Put it in here. Absolutely.
Put some of those on?
Yes.
I love
100%.
this. Okay, let's
Oh my
try.
God, it's getting heavy, Nick.
Oh God, Guga, it's your workout for today. You told me you've been training. Guga actually used to be a Taekwondo master, so he can definitely hold this tray. I'm not the one that should be holding this tray.
I'm just joking around.
I know. You beat the heck out of anybody. All right, what else are you cooking?
Absolutely. Tenderloin, come on, we gotta have tenderloin.
This is where filet mignon comes from.
Exactly.
Most people don't know that, but this is where it comes from. This big old piece right here. Right?
Yep. Nick, come on, bro.
And last but not least, wait, where did this go?
Seriously? Let's go.
Let's go. Start grabbing.
You grab that.
I'm gonna go with the big old tenderloin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go with the brisket. Oh,
this thing is just a whopper. Listen to that.
I know, it's a thick piece of meat right there. All right, so let's begin.
This is probably one of the craziest meat experiences I've ever had in my life.
It's gonna be very, very nice piece of meat.
Again, this is nice because this isn't too hard. I gave you the tough job.
Yeah, this one is no
joke. You got a tough job. So the brisket's already done.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what I like to do. This part is the fattiest one, so I take out the whole external fat because the intramuscular fat has too much already. This one here, we're gonna leave it because it's the leaner part.
We want this thing to cut open and just be juicing.
This is gonna be the waterfall of Wagyu right here when we cut it open.
Gonna
squirt juice.
Exactly.
Okay, I love that.
We're
moving right now.
We're going, we're no joke. So picanha, to keep it traditional, I only season with salt, nothing else. No garlic powder, no black pepper, nothing. This is gonna be the best piece of meat you ever eaten, Nick. I'm telling you right now.
I'm excited.
Bro, what are you doing? You Salt Bay or something?
I am Salt Bay. And this right here is oxtail, and if you look really, really closely, you can see that little middle piece that was part of that tail. So we're gonna braise this.
Absolutely.
And it's gonna take a little while.
We can either braise it or we can pressure cook it like you say.
Okay, perfect.
It all depends on time. Okay, good. This is good.
If you haven't noticed yet, these right here are not actual cow balls. Unfortunately, it was just too last minute.
That's right. We didn't have enough time to get the real deal, but this is much better. This is a Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon, as good as it gets.
These are the nicest balls you are ever going to.
Way better than any balls.
Manny, did you just point down at your own balls? Is that what you just did?
You're fired.
So we have finally prepped everything out. Google, the rest of the pieces that we had on the table, we don't have to do any prep for, so those are all ready to cook.
Correct.
And all of this here is gonna be cooked in a completely different way.
Every single one of them.
Which I'm so excited for.
This one is broiled, this one is barbecue. We're gonna cook this one on the grill. We're gonna actually braise this one right here. This is gonna be straight up butter basting.
Everything is different.
Everything's different.
I love it. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
We got a lot of work to do.
All right, time for the brisket, because this is what's gonna take at least 12 hours.
This is the longest right here. Yeah, we're gonna
Put
cook this.
baby in.
We're
Look
first.
at that grill.
We're first gonna smoke this beautiful brisket here, just to get a nice smoky flavor. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Nice smoky
Oh my
flavor.
God, this thing is hot as hell.
It is.
Oh, okay, we got the brisket in the smoker. Next up, because we're cooking all of these in different ways, is
Oxtail.
pressure cooking.
Yeah.
Bunch of other meats already cooking outside, and now we have number 4, sous vide.
Exactly.
And I have to say, sous vide is one of my favorite ways to cook meat.
Isn't it? It's perfect.
It's gonna be juicier than Manny.
And of course,
Oh,
you're juicy, Manny.
I love Guga. He gets me.
I'm gonna be sous videing them at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. We got a lot going on. We got Nick back there with a petite steak going. I mean, we're going nuts over here, everybody. We're cooking every single thing like crazy.
It looks like some of our first meat is finishing cooking, and we got the pressure cooker. Oh, that's not bad at all.
No.
Cut the camera. Time to open it up, and let's see.
Oh my God.
Woo.
Take a look at that.
Look at these. Can I take one out?
Absolutely.
God, it's falling off the bone.
Exactly.
Oh my. Look at this. I'm not even touching it.
That's what you want.
Are you kidding me right now? That is the bone. I put in 0 effort just now with a fork, and the bone came right off.
0 effort. Look at that.
It's time for a little check-in on our brisket here.
Ooh,
How do we think?
We're looking good, Nick.
Woo.
I would say another 3 hours, then we wrap it.
How long would it take if we stuck Manny in here? All right, now it's time to cook these fillets, right?
Correct.
You ready?
Yeah, we're gonna go on the cast iron.
Woo! Guga, I want to see your butter-based technique now. Go. Let's see it. One of our favorite things to do when you finish cooking meat is pour that butter right over the top. You let it sit in all the aromatics, the butter, sit the garlic and the rosemary on top of it as well, the thyme, everything there, right?
It's what I like to call heaven on earth right here.
Heaven on earth, let it soak in. I think it's time for us to cut into this bad boy, huh?
I agree, I can't wait any
Our
longer.
second cut of meat. Oh, how's it look?
Look
Perfect.
at the juices. Absolutely perfect.
Baby. It's time for the brisket, yeah? We gotta check on it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's ready. Oh, I think we got plenty of smoke already.
Oh my God.
Why don't you take a look at this now,
Hit me,
Dave?
baby. Hit me. Drop it on me. Oh, baby.
I'll explain. It's jiggly, man. All right, very good. Let's focus over here, everybody. So,
Come on. You said let's
seriously?
focus.
Seriously?
Turn your ringtone off.
Take it out of my
cooking.
pocket. Take it out of my pocket.
Why? What is flashing?
Stop it. We're gonna wrap this actually quite a few times.
Okay. So based on weight, this now goes back in the oven till tender?
Until tender, until we can poke on it and there's zero resistance. That's when it's ready. Now it's time to open the cheeks.
Whose cheeks?
Yeah, yours.
So these have been going for a while, and these are braised.
Yes, correct. Extremely tender, very fatty.
Oh my God. These look so good.
Look at it.
It's gonna make me cry. Oh, pull open the cheeks.
Look at that. Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Give him the title of the Meat Wizard.
Meat Wizard it is.
Right up there.
All
Meat
right,
Wizard.
let's go.
It's been 2 hours on the picanha.
Yep, now we gotta take them out.
Woo. Sous vide, baby. Look at that juice. Let's go flamethrower them.
Absolutely.
The picanha has a beautiful crust. It's golden brown. Slice it up.
Yeah, let's slice it up right now.
I just want to hold this up for a second and show you how perfectly cooked this is and also how it's dripping and glistening. This is perfection, Guga. I think you deserve this.
Thank you, I do.
Actually, you know.
What the hell?
Oh. Allow me, Guga. No, I'm not gonna take it away.
Come on, man.
Allow me. This is what Salt Bay does.
Yes, correct.
That guy. Oh my God, I was thinking, what the?
That was so good, guys. Now we're gonna cook the filet mignon A5. Now, instead of using regular fat, I recommend using Japanese Wagyu A5 fat.
Let's do it. If you remember earlier in the video, we had these presented as something different. It's the best part of what we're gonna eat today, potentially.
And the most expensive.
Is it really?
Absolutely, by far.
You gotta protect the family
Pound per
jewels.
pound,
It's already time to flip.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Was only like,
look at that.
40 seconds.
Because there's so much good fat in there, that's what we're looking for.
I look at this piece of meat right here and I think perfect.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. Nice golden brown, look at that.
Should I slice in? Right against the grain. Make sure we get a few nice cuts. I don't think meat can get any better than this, Guga. What do you think?
100% agree. The brisket is out of the oven. Now we're just gonna let it rest, but by doing that, we have to wrap it really tight.
In a towel?
This is the real deal. Why are you making fun of it?
It's so cute. No, I love that. Let's give it 2 hours. Come
2
back.
hours.
Everybody, I know this is taking quite some time, but this is our last thing we're gonna be cooking today in a different style to show you.
So for this last style, we're gonna broil on high for 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Check out all that beef butter, everybody. This is beef butter. Look at that. Use it just like regular butter.
The moment we have all been waiting for.
Exactly.
The brisket.
All right, let's unwrap
go.
this thing. Took a while. Here, you take the bottom out. Look how juicy it is.
Oh
Look
my
at this.
God, what?
It's wet. Wet.
We've wrapped it a million times.
I know.
Oh, it's soaked. It's not wet, it is soaked.
Yep.
And now for the big reveal. Guga, that's one of the best smells I've ever experienced.
Oh.
Look at all the juice. Watch out.
Oh, it's falling. We don't want to lose that.
So I could easily just come in right now with a syringe and just fill this thing up with juice, Guga.
Oh yeah, you better get 20 of those.
Look at this.
Absolutely.
Oh! I squirted on Guga.
What's up with that, Nick? Your syringe is not enough, Nick. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. So it's time to move the brisket over to the board.
Wow. And she
Oh my
wiggles.
God. She thick.
She thick, boy.
Oh my God.
Hey, you're cheating. I know, right? Wow, that's how you know you cooked it right. She's
wiggling real good.
All right, Guga.
That was a marathon, Nick.
We finally get to sit down.
Yeah, and enjoy our labor over here.
God.
Which one you want to try first? I'm excited.
Oh my God. First of all, can I just say that that is one of the most tiring days of cooking I've ever had.
That was a marathon for real.
And I've worked in 3 restaurants now, and it's crazy in a restaurant. This was maybe worse.
It was even crazier, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we cooked the whole cow, man.
We cooked the whole cow. We have all our favorite cuts in front of us.
Yeah, a lot of them we just ran through it because we couldn't put everything. It's gonna take too long to
You did not want to watch us cook an entire cow.
Yeah, exactly. It would take too long.
But we did.
Yeah.
And cheers.
Cheers. I already know which one is my favorite, so it's up to you.
Okay, okay. Let's try the oxtail first.
Let's go.
Very tender.
Super tender.
Extremely tender.
Ready?
So,
Cheers. Butter. Come on. That's delicious.
It reminds me a little bit of a brisket in texture. It's got,
Yeah.
I don't know, it pulls apart a little bit.
And the
really
fattiness
fatty.
is the stickiness is delicious.
Tons of collagen, almost like you're eating a lamb shank.
Exactly.
Really, really good. All right, let's jump over to this.
Oh, let's go to here. You ready for this?
Baby, yeah.
Japanese. Well, you call this one something else,
These were the
right?
balls.
Really?
Ready?
A5 Wagyu.
Oh my God. You don't have to chew. In fact, you don't need teeth to
You
eat
don't.
this.
Exactly.
When I'm 95 years old, that's gonna be what's in my fridge.
You're just gonna eat this one?
I'm gonna cook a steak. I'm gonna chew with my gums.
There's a good reason why I call this one the god of steaks.
Is that what you call it?
Yep,
Fatty
absolutely.
as can be.
Yeah.
We're not eating giant pieces because this is a lot of meat and we've been picking throughout the day, let's be honest.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Okay, this one right here.
What is this?
This one is butter basting tenderloin. The butter makes such a huge
I feel
difference.
like it keeps getting better through the...
The butter just makes it so much better with a little bit of garlic and thyme. Delicious.
Good, better, even better. Let's keep going.
Oh boy.
Let me just say that I have never seen anything juicier in my entire life when it comes to food. that's not supposed to be juicy. You think a watermelon, yeah, it's gonna be juicy. But brisket, of course it's gonna be supposed to be juicy. This is like
I told you it was gonna be a waterfall.
This exceeded my expectations by far. Okay. I was kind of joking that I said it was gonna get better and better and better. I could leave right now, and
nothing else is gonna get better than this. I promise you right now.
That's a top 3 bite of meat I have ever had in my life. That's insane.
10 out of 10 is very low for this. I'm telling you right now. This one is 100 out of 10.
The flavor, the texture,
the smokiness, not too smoky, just perfectly smoked. That's important.
The juiciness.
The juice is out of this world.
I want to try the bone marrow.
Okay.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
You go right in, you scoop it out. For those of you that haven't had bone marrow before, go to the market. You're gonna see it on the shelf. You can buy bone marrow from a lot of normal markets.
Yeah, for sure. They have it everywhere nowadays, which is a good thing.
It's just beef butter.
Come on. Come on, everybody. This is amazing.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, probably.
What the heck, Guga? Can I live here?
Yeah, for sure.
What is this?
Picanha.
Picanha. We did try that already. We got a little sneaky with
Yeah.
that one, but here, let's go again.
Come on.
What this kind of reminds me of is something that you could actually eat a good amount of. Sit down and have a steak. You can't sit down and have a steak of this stuff. You can't really do that with bone marrow, obviously.
Yeah.
You can't do that with oxtail. It's too rich. This, you could have a piece. You could cut into it. You can enjoy a dinner with some potatoes on the side, with some greens, whatever you want. And that would be a great full steak to have.
That's a meal. You're absolutely right.
If you haven't tried picanha, I would go check that out because I had it before. Chef's kiss.
Amazing.
Google, if I'm being totally honest right now, I can't eat any more meat.
Yeah, me
serious?
too. Yeah.
It's something about meat that just fills you so much and it's so heavy.
And let's be honest, we've been tasting it as soon as we take a little bit of slice because it's too good. Come
The
on.
whole day.
Yeah.
Have you ever cooked for the holidays? You just realize that you sit down at the table and you're already full. Same
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
Google, I think we should really quickly, after trying all this Wagyu from an entire Wagyu cow today, tell people what our favorite few things are. I'm gonna have you go first.
This one right here, I'll put it as number 3, even though it's one of my favorite steaks to eat, but it's a lot, very rich. Now, the picanha will definitely be number 1, so the number 2 will be the brisket. So, I am right here. 3, 2, 1.
Taking everything into consideration, my list is gonna be actually very different from yours, which I think is cool.
Okay.
Because everyone has a different taste and that's totally fine, right?
Yes.
Number 3, I am going to go with the filet mignon, the
Filet
tenderloin.
mignon.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said about cooking it with that garlic and the thyme and the rosemary, that kind of stuff, with the butter, right? Doing that to it totally changes the game. So this may be a different answer if we didn't do that to this right here, but something about that all around is fantastic.
You cannot go wrong with butter, thyme, and garlic. It's perfect every time.
It's good. And anyone can go easily do that at home.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna have to jump to, I was gonna call it the balls, but it's not that.
So we agree on the second one then.
We absolutely agree on the second one. It is absolutely fantastic, except I don't agree with you on the first one.
Oh, which one is your favorite?
The first one, by far, this one absolutely.
I already know.
This one completely spanked me, unlike any way I could have thought it would, the brisket.
The brisket.
The brisket was insane. I just haven't had anything like that before.
I know. I agree with you 100%. See, this is the thing with this cut of meat. If you grow up eating it, you crave it, you know the taste. This will never be beaten for me.
I don't know what it was about the brisket. It's one of those things that there's a good amount of effort that goes into it, except not that much in a weird way, because you're letting it do most of the work itself. But it seems to require equipment that a lot of people won't have. It takes just kind of a level of skill and knowledge that most people haven't learned. And
yeah,
now
it takes a little bit of skill to do this one perfectly, yeah.
But now I've at least been able to watch you and learn about it, understand it. So I love that.
Yeah, it's good.
I cannot believe that. I mean, that's like one of those things that I will remember being in this studio garage, I don't know what you call it, and trying that for the first time, and the second time, and the third time.
This one you will never forget, absolutely.
Guga, I cannot thank you enough for letting me not only come into your house, to your studio today, but also to take, I don't even want to say how much Wagyu.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Guga genuinely is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet, but also perhaps more importantly to some, he's the king of all meats, king of all steaks.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
If you haven't seen Guga's channel before, which I'm sure many of you already have, definitely go out and check it out right now. There's a video of me on there that we posted pretty recently too.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I think you and I can both go into hibernation for a little while.
I think so. Yeah, we did it good.
Chocolate is one of the most popular foods on the planet, but did you know it all comes from this weird looking fruit shaped like a dinosaur egg? In this video, I'll take you from farm to factory to show you how chocolate is made, and at the end, we'll use all the chocolate you'll see in this video to attempt the Guinness World Record for the world's largest chocolate bar. And it all starts with the cacao tree. This right here is where it all begins. This little flower here will eventually grow into a pod, which will eventually grow into something slightly bigger, then even bigger, and then finally into something like this. So yes, technically, chocolate does grow on trees. So now that you have some context on where cacao comes from, I'm gonna introduce you to a really close friend of mine, who I call the modern day Willy Wonka. He's a little crazy, but he knows more about chocolate than anyone on this planet.
Hey, what's up?
Oded,
You come to see some cacao?
I'm ready for chocolate, baby.
Let's go sit.
So these guys have already picked a bunch of pods for us to look at. Oh my gosh. Cacao really kind of does look like a big ice cream cone. The seeds can come right off of the cacao pod like that. This is all gonna be opened up now so they can take the seeds out.
There's no machine. All the chocolate that we eat is harvested by hand.
For the world record that we're gonna attempt later in this video, we need 250,000 cacao pods. So this is just the start. So you can eat this right now, and you suck off all the white pulp on the outside of each seed.
When you don't dry the cacao beans, they're purple inside.
It tastes a little bit like lychee, pineapple, citrusy, kind of almost like a bit of a sour banana sometimes. It's phenomenal. There are two main things you can do with this cacao fruit.
You can drink the juice of the cacao fruit.
Think of cacao water like coconut water, but 10 times better. And then what's the other thing?
Obviously chocolate. You take the beans, ferment them, grind them, turn them into chocolate.
Let's go see how it's made.
That's it.
Before we go to the actual chocolate factory, we're at the place where they make the cacao water.
We separate the pulp from the beans. Beans goes to make chocolate, pulp goes to make cacao water. We put it into the cold press machine, getting all the cacao water out.
And that's gonna be the freshest cacao water you'll ever taste?
Ever.
It looks a little like coconut water. It gives you a little bit of a kick that you get from biting a lemon slice, and it just tastes kind of tropical. Chocolate is bitter, sometimes sour, earthy. This is sweet, fresh, citrusy, but never in a million years would you think that this kind of flavor is associated with chocolate. If you want to get creative, you can also turn this fruit pulp into cacao fruit leather. You guys know how much I love making fruit leather. Or even these chewy cacao fruit snacks, which look a lot like ground turkey while they're being made. But now that we've seen how you can use that fruity outer part of the beans, we'll go see how the inside of the bean is used to make chocolate. We've made it to the chocolate factory, and take a guess at what's in all these different bags around me. If you guessed cacao beans, you'd be right. But these beans can't go inside the factory until they've been fermented and dried. Fermenting the beans is an important step that allows them to develop all of that chocolatey flavor. In about a week, they'll go from looking like this to something like this.
You can smell their
They smell a little
fermentation.
bit, yeah, like a little bit like yeasty sourdough bread.
Exactly.
What would a chocolate bar taste like if you didn't ferment?
No, very bland, flat, probably just bitter, boring, nothing like interesting. And then you take this to the drying process.
Once all the cacao is laid out to dry, it just sits here in the hot Ecuadorian sun. And there's so much of it that I can literally make a chocolate snow angel. All these seeds that are drying here, they flip them over every 15 to 30 minutes to make sure that they're constantly being moved and that new ones are in the sun to dry. And we haven't made chocolate yet, but it's already starting to smell like chocolate. So once the seeds are nice and dry, they're all broken open like this. And on the inside, we get what looks a lot like a dinosaur egg. But if you actually break all this apart in your hand and crumble it up a little bit, those are cacao nibs. People put them on things like smoothie bowls all the time, but if you grind these together into a paste, sort of like if you grind peanuts into peanut butter, it makes this sort of chocolate paste, which we're gonna go see now. Welcome to the Hershey's Chocolate Factory. This is about as close as you're ever gonna get to real life Willy Wonka. You can see here that they have this huge hose with perfectly smooth chocolate paste. But just moments ago, that chocolate paste was in the form of these cacao nibs. So this liquid chocolate paste can literally be turned into anything now.
Correct.
Right? It's like eating a liquid chocolate bar.
It is like eating a
How
liquid
could you
chocolate
not
bar.
like it? Now that we're in the Hershey's Chocolate Factory, I have two goals today. First, I want to see how Hershey's Kisses are made, because I've seen some cool videos online and it looks awesome. And second, we need to make some chocolate bars. So now we're in the room where the Hershey's Kisses are made. In front of us is this giant crazy machine that's pumping out Hershey's Kisses.
24 hours a day. There's some debate as to why historically they've been called Kisses. So Milton Hershey developed the Kisses in the early 1900s. Story goes that because of the product kissing the belt, that's how the name was created.
I mean, seeing this right now, that would be my guess. And you make 70 million of these every single
70
day.
million kisses a day. After the depositors, now we go through the cooling tunnel where we cool the kisses so they're solid.
Look how long this tunnel goes down. I can hardly even see the end of it.
There's a continuous belt that the kisses ride on, going through cooling so that way the kisses harden.
You can see a small break right here in the tunnel.
This is where our operators can do their quality checks. They take kisses offline, check to make sure that the shape is correct, and they also weigh them off to make sure that they are the correct weight.
And so that's a laser that's checking every single Hershey's Kiss to make sure that it's the perfect little shape. I love how they're all kind of taking a little jump right there too.
Now finally the exit here.
And now they're cool.
Right, they're ready for packaging now. Kisses come here onto the belt. They go through a system of laning that gets them ready to go into the individual wrappers.
look at that. What a cool view. I wonder how many Hershey's Kisses I've eaten in my life. Like a good chunk of this assembly line.
As you see here, we've got the further separation or chicaning of the kisses so that they can go into the in-feeds of the wrapper.
When they're just coming off the line, they look so perfect.
That's the goal. So you see the shape of the kiss, the way that it has that little bit of a bevel on the bottom, and it comes up to a point at the top.
The nice thing is most of the time they end up looking like this when you get it in the package. Sometimes you put it in your pocket, it melts, you ruin your pants. So now that we've inspected all the Hershey's Kisses, they're good to keep moving. From here, they'll start to get diverted to either side to go to one of these wrapping machines.
So as the belt empties out here, this arm comes out to pull more kisses into the in-feed.
Just tons of Hershey's Kisses, and they're all doing the same thing. Everything is mesmerizing. I appreciate Hershey's Kisses so much more right now.
From here, from this in-feed belt, the kisses then are single filed through this chicaning system here, so that way they can go individually into the wrapper to have the flag and foil applied and then wrapped. So as the kisses come out of the conveyor, they go down this chute and onto then a conveyor belt. We have that spiral in there, so that way we're handling the kisses as delicately as possible, so that they look as pristine to the consumer as they do when they came off the line.
So they all get sorted by that big machine, and then they come here to get individually weighed and measured out.
The kisses are coming through. We got a vibratory conveyor to feed them in, and then each of these individual buckets has weigh hopper scales to know how much kisses are in it. The computer system inside the Badger then drops the right combination of scales to make the target weight for whatever bag size we're running.
After all the kisses are sorted out, now we have to package them into bags, and this roll right here is where it all starts. So the kisses have been weighed out to the perfect amount, and then they drop through here and go straight into these bags, which then go onto this conveyor belt right here.
Now that conveyor belt will take them to our case packer. The bags come down the conveyor, and the robotic arm then is placing them into the case, into the right configuration based on the item that we're running. After the cases are filled, they come through, they go through a vibrator to shake out the bags inside the case to make sure that they fill in properly. The robotic head now is going to go over and it's going to pick up cases, and it's going to put them on in the right orientation that it needs for the load that it's building.
And this is a finished bag. I can open it?
You can open it here, yep.
Oh, it even smells fresh.
You can smell the chocolate.
And they look good. It passes the inspection for me again. This is the start of the chocolate bar process.
We're running extra large bars today on this line.
And obviously we need extra large chocolate bars to try to break the world record later, so this makes a lot of sense.
So the molds come through here, they're tempered to the right temperature before they go into the depositor. And then the depositor is dropping the right amount of chocolate into each of those cavities of the mold. After the chocolate is put into the mold, we've got to get the chocolate into the whole full cavity of the mold. So through this cabinet, the molds go side to side, and through vibration, the molds get shaken and the chocolate distributes throughout the whole mold. So we're trying to get air bubbles out and fill up the whole cavity. So the candy comes out of the shaker cabinet and then it goes into our cooler.
This is me for scale. It's a big fridge. And you can totally see now that they're already cooled off. You know when you've been at home and you have an ice tray that you're trying to get the ice out of, and you kind of bend the ice tray on either side to push the ice out? That's what's happening right here with all these chocolate bars. This machine is basically doing exactly that.
So after the mold twisters, the candy goes through the demolding cabinet where the molds are turned upside down and the chocolate is separated from the mold and onto the demolding belt. And then this belt is timing the rows, so that way instead of mold groups, we have them lined out in rows.
So how many bars do you make every day?
So across all the lines here at West Hershey, we make about 9 million bars a day.
That's more than enough to make a world record. We got to quality check these too.
Take that one.
Oh.
Each one of those little blocks is a pip, so we're taking a look at it, making sure that they're all there and they all say Hershey.
This looks even more perfect than the kisses. It's shimmering in the light here. I'm looking up close on this thing. I don't think I see anything wrong at all. It passed the shiny test, but let's see if it passes the crack test. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I think these are winners.
All marks in a good temper and a good bar.
We saw the bars downstairs, and then they get lifted up here by this conveyor belt system, and then they're going down this line.
Right, here into the in-feed.
So these lasers are hard at work, because every time they see an empty gap between the bars, they speed up the other conveyor belt to catch them up to the bars ahead of them.
That's right.
That's amazing.
So after the lasers get them all together, we then have the turning belt. The turning belts are turning the bars, so that way they're end-to-end as opposed to side-to-side to feed into the wrapper.
More lasers.
They're controlling speed. We have other ones that are looking for gaps in the bars. Also for broken bars. If there's any broken bars, it's going to reject those down here so that way they don't get wrapped.
So if one of the bars somehow breaks, the laser sees it, and then that little thing right there blows it with air and discards it. How are they wrapped?
You've got the film here, which again, similar to like we saw in Kisses, we have the roll stock that goes through, fed through the line, and that's wrapped around the bar, all at a high speed. You can see them down in here. See the bars feeding in? The wrap goes around the bar and it's sealed.
This whole wrapping system is crazy to watch because there's so many different ways and twists and turns.
There's a lot going on.
When the machine stopped for a second, you can see how the packaging kind of feeds over the top of the bar, but the machine started moving again, so I couldn't finish my sentence.
The bars come out of the wrapper, they go through the wheel, stripper heads pick them up and put them onto the trays.
It moves incredibly fast at the end each time. That's just using suction, just air, to pick them all up and then stack them up perfectly so that they can then go into boxes. Once we've seen all that chocolate get boxed up, it goes around these crazy conveyor belts that go all over this entire building. These are one of the things that makes it feel in here like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Now that we've made more chocolate than you could ever imagine, let's take all that chocolate and try to make the world's largest chocolate bar. Over the next 24 hours, this warehouse in Ecuador will be completely transformed from this to this. We can't build this chocolate bar outside because it's about 95 degrees in Ecuador. So we're bringing all this chocolate from the farm to a giant warehouse, which is gonna be air conditioned, and that's where we're gonna build the bar. This is pretty fun. Oh, let's go break the record. Currently, the Guinness World Record world's largest chocolate bar is 383 square meters in size. And behind me is the layout for a 400 square meter chocolate bar. If we pull this off, this bar will be the same size as a full-size basketball court, weigh the same as 183,000 regular chocolate bars, and if you melted it, you'd have enough to fill 80 bathtubs. With all of that chocolate that we're bringing inside, this is gonna be happening all day long behind the scenes. The whole team here is just gonna be unpacking boxes and boxes and boxes of chocolate. As we know, Guinness World Records is very strict. We have to clean ourselves off really well. Then hairnets on. Then we have to put these funny looking things on our shoes, and we can step on. It's showtime.
Oh, let's do it.
We're gonna start by placing the bars down in the middle of this whole mat, but it has to be one full chocolate bar to count as a record. So what we have here is just a bag of melted chocolate, basically like a chocolate hot glue gun. And we're gonna very carefully go in between all the chocolate bars so that everything starts to stick together. Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
That's so cool.
Well, now we just got 9,000 more to go.
Now that we've started working on the bar, I know I've already given you guys some comparisons, but just so you understand, it's gonna take 11 tons of chocolate to fill this whole white mat here. That's about the same weight as 2 fully grown elephants. And if you ate a square of this every single day, it'd take you 30 years to finish it. Look how long this chocolate bar is already becoming. It's crazy. Look at Odette. Here comes Willy. How's it feel to be trying to make the biggest chocolate bar in the world?
When you are a Willy Wonka, you make the biggest chocolate bar every day. But this time, it's gonna be the biggest I've made it in my life.
By the way, guys, I haven't talked about this yet, but this room smells really good.
Chocolate.
We are having a lot of people come and help throughout the day because it's so much chocolate.
It's already, what, an hour? I hope we're gonna make it on time.
The name of the game here is speed. I always get so nervous in the corners because it's like, did we mess it up or will it fit? The moment of truth. Is it gonna fit?
Like a glove.
What do we do if it didn't?
Fire the Oompa Loompa! What's the name of this big kid in the movie of Charlie and the Chocolate?
Cut the
big
cameras.
one.
Augustus Gloop?
Yeah, Augustus Gloop! That's the kid!
I have an idea. You go to that end, I'll go here. We'll race to the middle.
Augustus, ready?
Fire this guy right now.
Nick, ready?
Yes.
Go!
It's gotta be perfect still, Pat.
Mine's gonna be more perfect than yours.
The key to winning this race is to stay cool, calm, and collected.
Usually in life, I like to stress and then it all works out.
I think I'm gonna go over to Pat's side before he even gets like a quarter of the way down.
I'm almost there.
Pat, I'm so far past the middle already.
And the thing is also about doing it nice, not just pouring chocolate all over like a crazy man. You need to start it from the beginning. Look at that, Nick.
Yeah,
He's
that's
out of
it.
the race.
Disqualified. Yeah,
out
that's
of the
it.
race.
Everyone's yelling at me today.
So right now, my Oompa and I are lining up all the chocolate so that we can have it ready for them to pipe in that warm chocolate and glue it all together. Oh.
Dennis, have you seen any violations today?
Things are going very well right now.
What if anybody ate any of the chocolate?
You can't eat the chocolate right here. I'm taking another room. Have you eaten any chocolate?
No.
You're lying. The risk factor for me is very low. Oh.
Did you get that on camera?
Nick, what happened?
The lights went off. One thing we're dealing with during this record is once in a while right now in Ecuador, they're having an issue with the energy grid. And so the lights just shut off sometimes. It should come back on with the generator.
The most important part though is the air conditioning because it's 95 degrees outside and it could melt this chocolate.
This is bad. It's been 5 minutes now. They're using flashlights over there right now to keep working on the chocolate bar. I think that's the generator. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Oh, it just went off again.
This is really not good. Now been 18 minutes with no power. Starting to freak out, guys.
It went from bad to worse.
We need power. It'd be crazy if it went on like right now. No. Well, at this point, guys, it's been over 30 minutes with no power. So we're gonna get back to work in the dark because otherwise this is never gonna get finished.
I'll tell you what worries me.
Yeah, what's that?
No power, no AC.
Yeah.
If this starts to melt,
It's over.
it's not only over, it's like, what are we going to do with all this mess here? It's going to go all over the place. It reminds you what happened in the movie. You know, you were there.
I already feel that the chocolate is getting a little softer. Willy Wonka, what do we do here?
Honestly, there's no solutions, not in my chocolate Bible.
So we just got a bad update from the health inspector.
The temperature's 75 right now. If it gets above 80, the chocolate's gonna start to melt.
And if we get to 80 degrees, video's done. No record.
Dude, it's actually getting very hot in here. Oh!
I can feel the AC back on. Temperature's starting to come down. As long as this holds out, you're gonna be back on schedule.
With the lights finally back on, we can start building again. But this chocolate bar is taking way longer than we expected, so I'm just gonna show you guys a really cool time lapse. And now we're 50% of the way through on this chocolate bar. As you can see, we had to bring in a few extra helpers. We were never gonna finish this thing otherwise. We've done about 80 rows out of the 106 that we need to do to complete the entire chocolate bar.
I think it's the biggest chocolate mirror. Look how shiny it is. Literally, you need the Willy Wonka sunglasses.
The shine means that it's been perfectly tempered, which means when we snap it later, it should have a perfect snap. We've sort of been patrolling throughout the day, and word on the street right now is the corner in the back there is working a little bit slow. We're gonna step in and help him out. Look at all your chocolate all over you. Look at this.
This is a real Oompa Loompa.
How did you get all this chocolate on you?
I love chocolate.
You love chocolate. I think it looks cool.
And you smell delicious.
We started today at 7:30 a.m. and now it is 7:22 p.m. And in this last corner, we're now down to just 10 squares left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nick, here it is.
You guys ready for the reveal of what we hope is about to be the world's largest chocolate bar? We did it! After 22,000 pounds of chocolate and lots of teamwork, this is unofficially the biggest chocolate bar ever made in the history of the world. But now, it's up to the Guinness World Records officials whether this is a new world record.
The current world record for the largest chocolate bar by area is 383 square meters. After all the measurements, you have achieved a new Guinness World Records title.
None of this chocolate will go to waste. We're gonna break this whole chocolate bar up and give it to kids all across Ecuador. Wait. I literally just realized we never tried it.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. That is amazing.
The end. We're gonna make the world's largest sushi roll. And it all starts with a lot of ingredients. 2,000 pounds of well-seasoned sushi rice, 500 pounds of sushi-grade salmon, 500 pounds of fresh cucumbers, thousands and thousands of sheets of nori, and millions of sesame seeds.
Here's me for scale.
This roll will weigh the same as 45,000 regular sushi rolls.
Go subscribe so we can catch Gordon.
And real quick, if you won't subscribe for Gordon, when we hit 10 million, I'm gonna pick 3 random subscribers to break a Guinness World Record with me. You could be on the title, so go subscribe.
Together, we hold 3 world record titles. The world's largest cake pop, which weighed about 100 pounds.
The world's largest chicken nugget, which made international headlines but failed to impress Jimmy Fallon.
They made a chicken cake. Yeah, they made chicken.
And the most fast food restaurants visited in 24 hours. We visited 69.
Today, we're attempting our most difficult record yet, the world's largest sushi roll.
We'll be judged today by none other than Andy, who did our fast food record with us.
And we also have Dennis, a health inspector who's gonna make sure we follow those strict Guinness food safety protocols.
Before we begin, there are a few safety rules from Guinness.
The record is for the largest sushi roll slice in terms of diameter at the widest point. The sushi roll slice must be roughly circular, and the roll must include cold vinegar dressed rice, nori seaweed sheets, and at least 2 different fillings. Now it's time to break another record. And to begin, we already have all our ingredients laid out, but there's just one problem. We have lots and lots of salmon, and these babies aren't gonna fillet themselves. And that's why we're gonna warm up for today's record with another record attempt.
The fastest time to fillet a 10-pound fish.
And here's the best part. Guess who the current record holder is?
That Gordon.
None other than the king of all food himself, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon, you better watch out. Nick knows how to fillet a f***ing fish.
You rarely see people attempt 2 records in one day. Bold move, Nick. The current record to beat is indeed set by Gordon Ramsay at 1 minute and 5 seconds. Good luck.
Cooperate, Mr. Salmon. Nick needs all the help he can get.
All right, Andy, am I good to go?
On my count. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute, exactly. Curtis, today you're serving as the independent witness, and I have verified that you are indeed a fishmonger. The rules for this record are as follows. There must be a minimum number of 15 fillets, and each portion must be at least 40 grams.
Okay. Let's see what we got. 120, 113, 127, 146, 124, 69.
Why are you guys pointing at me?
120, 140. And the bonus portion, number 16, weighs 144. We're in business.
Good job, Nick.
Nick, you've just completed an official Guinness World Records attempt for the fastest time to fillet a 10-pound fish. We've had the fishmongers present, and we've confirmed that you've made at least 15 portions of at least 40 grams each. Now, as you know, the current record stands at 1 minute and 5 seconds, set by Gordon Ramsay. Nick, today you achieved 1 minute, 0.29 seconds. Congratulations, it's a new Guinness World Records title.
You, Gordon!
Whoa! Another one for the record books.
Nick, this is your 4th record. Congratulations, you're officially amazing.
Great work today, fish.
Now that we've finished filleting our salmon, it's time to get going with the main event.
Linja, where'd you get those chopsticks?
What? We're making a big sushi roll.
In front of us is our giant 7-foot sushi mold.
The first step is to toss on our booties.
Because we're gonna have to be walking inside this thing.
What are those?
We'll start by layering in our 500 pounds of cucumbers. Given how big this sushi roll is, we can keep these babies whole. We needed a lot of helpers for this, so we've got the whole team in town today.
This is the most cucumbers I've ever seen in my life.
The forces on the sushi are gonna be so extreme, we're gonna have to put rice around the side to lock everything in.
So should we be putting rice around it right now first?
Yeah, I think that makes better sense.
Okay, and what would happen if we just filled too much of one side and didn't do the
The
other?
whole mold could fall over or burst, or any number of bad things could happen.
If that happens, Manny's getting fired today, I know that much.
What?
So to start out, we're gonna put some rice all around the edges to sort of give a nice foundation around the ring that's in the middle here. I'm adding a little bit of vinegar and oil to this, which will not only make the rice taste better, but it'll also help us to fluff it up a little bit more.
Nick, don't squirt on Linja.
Where I'm standing right now is where all the sushi grade salmon is eventually gonna go. All those boxes behind me, that's all sushi grade salmon, and that's not even all of it. Once again, we have 2,000 pounds of rice here today. That's probably more rice than a sushi restaurant would need for the entire week. At this point, we'll begin taking our first fillets of fish, and look at how beautiful those are. These I'm gonna carefully layer all the way around the center of our mold until we have all 500 pounds of it. The one thing I'm learning about some of these world records now is that it often turns out to be more of a workout than anything else.
Don't be such a baby, Nick. Gotta bribe Andy.
All right, let's try. How much money do you think it'd take?
500?
500 bucks? You think he's gonna do it for that?
Nick, Linja, you guys are off to a great start. You've got the nori, you got 2 fillings, and you have the cold vinegar dressed rice. Well seasoned too.
Compliments to the chef.
So all the cooking equipment was sanitized in accordance with the 2013 food code. Samples were taken of the rice as far as acidity is concerned, and the pH is 4.0. The sushi grade salmon was frozen to minus 31 degrees for a minimum of 15 hours. So we're good.
Damn, I'm really hungry. As you can see, our sushi roll here is starting to take fantastic shape. The whole first layer is all set. We've got our rice, our nori, our cucumbers, our salmon, and we're continuing to season all the rice and fluff it up so that we can make sure it's nice and light, the same way you'd have in a normal sushi roll.
You gotta massage that rice.
Andy, this is looking pretty cool. What are some of the coolest food records you've ever judged?
Well, of course, this one and the most fast food restaurants visited in 24 hours
Naturally.
are some of my favorites. I've also seen the longest charcuterie board and the longest marathon cooking.
How long was it?
I believe he cooked for 48 straight hours.
Oh my God. Keep in mind that if you subscribe, I'm going to choose 3 random subscribers when we hit 10 million, and you'll be a part of that video and be on the next Guinness World Record title. And we'll fly you in from anywhere in the world. I want 3 of you to break a Guinness World Record with me. After a little lunch break where we had some Chipotle, we're back to layering all of our rice. The salmon is dangerously close to the top at this point, as are the cucumbers. So now it's all about just finishing strong and shaping this into a full mega sushi roll. This thing is getting so big at this point that we're just gonna go around the whole thing with some tape to really reinforce it and make sure that the thing doesn't split right open, pouring all this sushi rice, salmon, and cucumbers all over the floor.
Emergency, emergency, we've run out of rice vinegar. What? Not to fear, we're gonna make some more. Start with a whole bottle of rice vinegar. Wow, this is slow. Gosh darn it. A nice pinch of salt, Osmo, of course. And then a bunch of sugar. And maybe a little bit more. Maybe we ought to supersize this thing. And then we have to heat it to dissolve the sugar. If you haven't liked the video, we got a problem. and subscribe.
Time to pour our new rice wine vinegar solution back into the bottles and send Linja on her way.
Thank you, Nick. It's hot. Gotta keep the rice moist.
We're at the home stretch here, trying to fluff up all the rest of this rice to make it fit evenly around the fish and the cucumbers. But one of the biggest challenges of today is gonna be pulling this middle ring mold out. Our hope is that it all stays in place to make a perfect sushi roll, but anything could happen.
Oh, and here's the last tub of rice. My back is really starting to hurt from carrying the team all day.
How's it looking, guys?
It looks amazing. But it's not yet officially amazing.
Oh, come on, Andy. Now that we've finished building our sushi roll, the next step is to take the center portion out.
That's gonna be tough.
Our best idea is to take a knife and shove some holes through the side, which hopefully we can use as handles to pull it all out. It's definitely gonna be hard to pull. I'm gonna go all around the side of the mold, making a few of these handles, and then it's gonna be a big team effort. All right, we're all gonna pull together on 3, 2, 1, pull. That's amazing! Wow, look how clean the edges are.
Engineered to perfection.
Let's give a quick props to the engineer.
Oh, Nick, I wasn't filming.
To finish things off, we're gonna layer these cucumbers all the way around to make a nice pretty pattern on the top.
This thing's gotta look as good as it's gonna taste.
Before Andy comes in to judge, regardless of whether or not we get this record today, just take a look at how truly massive this sushi roll is.
You could fit 100 Linjas in this thing.
Today you guys have just completed an official Guinness World Records attempt for the largest sushi roll by width. I've looked at this very beautiful roll and I've verified that you guys have used cold vinegar dressed rice, nori seaweed sheets, and at least 2 fillings, and it is a scaled up version of a single piece of a traditional sushi roll. Now the record to beat was 2 meters, which is roughly 6 feet, 6.74 inches. I'm measuring to see the diameter of the sushi roll at its widest point across. Today you guys achieved 7 feet, 1 inch. Congratulations, you're officially amazing. Linja, Nick, this is your 4th and 5th Guinness World Records titles, and I cannot wait
We're gonna make the world's largest donut to break the Guinness World Record. Can I please just get one of everything? As we all know, donuts come in many different shapes and sizes.
You have your classic original cake donut.
My personal favorite, the butternut donut.
A good old glazed donut.
And of course, all sorts of different frosted ones. After lots of deliberation and even a bit of arguing, we finally settled on the one. The iconic pink frosted Homer Simpson style donut.
But here's where things get crazy.
When searching the internet for inspiration, Linja and I came across something called a donut cake.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
A perfect harmony of donut and cake, two of the best foods in the entire world. The big question is, can it break an official world record? We're here at the bakery.
And we're starting with this Linja-sized bowl. This is Grandma's famous chocolate cake recipe.
We're starting with some oil.
Next, some sugar.
And a bunch of brown sugar.
Then a bunch of eggs.
Then 5 pounds of sour cream. Then 5 pounds of sour cream.
And some homemade vanilla extract.
Now we'll lock it into our giant mixer.
This mixer is almost as tall as me.
And then it's time for our first mix.
That's what good cake sounds like.
Now to finish it off, we'll go with some flour.
And now the cocoa powder.
Now our second mix. Then finally our last ingredient, some steaming hot coffee.
Coffee boosts the chocolate flavor in baked goods.
Now it's time to start baking. We're gonna be filling 100 trays to make our donut. In we go.
30 minutes later, our cake is done.
I got hands of steel. After lots of baking,
we have a Linja stack of cakes.
I think it's time to assemble. This attempt will be judged by Brittany, a Guinness World Records adjudicator. We also have Dennis, the health inspector, to make sure that the food is handled properly. The challenge today is time.
Nick and Linja, you have 8 hours to finish this cake, or I have to disqualify you for food safety reasons. I don't make the rules.
You do make the rules, though. This is the footprint of our giant donut we'll be making today, which, if we pull it off, will be the equivalent of 1,500 regular donuts.
All the sheet cakes have been cut in half.
But our first step is to cover the base with buttercream frosting. Once we have our first layer of buttercream, we'll start going down with our cake. Each layer of our donut is gonna have 6 sheet cakes. We're gonna be trimming this down later to make sure it looks perfect, but for now we can break off the edges, throw it into our bucket. None of this cake today will be going to waste. We'll be donating all the food through FarmLink later on today.
The first layer is done, and then we're gonna repeat it 10 times.
Real quick, the buttercream we're using today is the same recipe that's in my cookbook, and it is the best buttercream frosting you will ever taste.
Well, that is good.
Into the fridge this goes to chill for 20 minutes. Thanks, Linja.
We need to let this chill so it can firm up because we'll be doing exactly this 2 more times.
After chilling the donut for 1 hour, we added the next 3 layers onto the cake. Our layers are definitely starting to add up, but we have to toss this in the fridge one last time so it doesn't crumble. We don't want what happened with that dumpling we did with Uncle Roger to happen to this cake.
This sucks. It's worse than my divorce.
Now that we've chilled it again, it's time to start spreading the buttercream once again, where we'll then add the final 3 layers to our cake.
Just so you know, in order for this to count as a new Guinness World Records title, the donut cake has to be at least 1 foot high.
Let's hope it's 1 foot high.
We're finally putting on the final layer of cake.
But the big challenge right now is that we're up against the time.
We're a little behind schedule and we got 3 hours to go.
We are now at the point where we're ready to carve the cake, and it's gonna start taking the shape of a donut.
What we're holding here are the stencils.
These are gonna be helping guide us to know how much cake to cut off.
Our stencil is on top, meaning we want to carve off this part right here. Linja's gonna be catching all those cake scraps so we can eat those later. To me, so far, this is the most satisfying part of anything we've done today. And it's really nice to finally see all the different layers that we've put together.
Time's ticking, we only got 2 hours left.
Now that our donut is carved around the sides, we need the hole in the middle, and this is where the small stencil comes in. But in terms of the stability of this donut, this is where things start to get really dangerous. We don't want it collapsing in on itself, and we don't want it collapsing out. We're almost finished taking out this hole in the center of our donut, but I'll be honest, my arms are getting pretty tired. This is what it takes to get a world record.
It's definitely starting to take the shape of a donut, but to finish things off, I'm kneading together some of the cake and frosting scraps that we have, then bringing that over to the donut itself and pressing it across the top and some of the little cracks in the sides to make sure it looks perfect. When you mix cake and frosting together, it basically makes a sort of Play-Doh. Now that it's really starting to look like a donut, we have to add a layer of frosting across the entire thing, but this means we're getting pretty close. The thing that I'm really scared about right now is time. If we don't do this within that 8-hour mark, Dennis will toss the record.
As a reminder, this is what we're going for.
And we're getting closer and closer. This now has to go back in the fridge to firm up before we put the fondant on top. The fondant is what's gonna lay across the top of the donut and make it perfectly smooth. And at the very end, probably the coolest part of the day, we'll be airbrushing it to give some color and also dumping frosting across the top. And you're not gonna wanna miss that. For now, we'll just keep kneading this until it's as smooth as a baby's bottom.
How do you know what a baby's bottom feels like?
This whole machine right here is basically a giant version of a pasta machine. But instead of rolling out pasta dough, we're rolling out fondant. Now we'll turn the lever up so it's a bit thinner, and again we go. And after we've rolled out our first slice, we'll lay it carefully and gently over our donut.
This right here is a fondant smoother. Wax on, wax off.
Now that our fondant is all laid out,
we're in the home stretch.
This is called an airbrush, and it's what's gonna allow us to paint the whole donut. We're using multiple coats and colors in order to achieve that classic, realistic donut look. Now that our donut is the perfect golden brown color, we get to do the part that we're most excited for.
Pouring on our glaze.
We have to hope and pray right now that this doesn't fall too far down the sides or we won't get the record. Here we go. We're gonna go all around the top of the donut and let it fall however it wants to. We also have to make sure we keep this as even as possible, giving us the perfect frosted donut. Linja, this is probably one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen in cooking. Our frosting is done, and these are the sprinkles that are gonna complete our donut.
They're made out of fondant.
At this point, it's time to channel our inner salt bae and add a bunch of sprinkles to finish it off. I've gotta use a special strategy to hit it from the side, too. We've definitely made the biggest donut now, but one question remains.
Is it official?
I can confirm we have a final weight, 225.9 pounds. And that makes this a brand new Guinness World Records title. Congratulations once again, you both are officially amazing.
And the best part of it all, you'll find this donut in the Guinness World Records book of 2024. You'll be able to read about this record and all the other ones we've broken right here. Huge thanks to over the next 100 days, this chick will become my best friend. I'll give him the best life any chicken has ever had with 5-star sushi dinners, a birthday party, and so much more. But on day 100, I will cook him. We're starting here on day 0 where these eggs are just about to hatch. They're starting to move around and I can hear little chirping sounds. Come on, little buddy, you can do this. I promise I won't cook you. At least not yet. Apparently, I'm not supposed to touch them yet, so let's leave them to hatch and we'll come back tomorrow. It's officially day 1, and our chicks spent the night sleeping under a heat lamp, but apparently at this stage in the process, they can still die very easily, so we have to be careful. Oh my God, they're so cute. Today we're doing something very important, choosing the chicken that I'll be raising in this video. He's biting me. He is biting my arm. I wish I could pick all you guys, but I can't. Which is why I've built this maze. The mission is simple. The chicks will start here, and whichever one makes it all the way to the finish line first will become my best friend. On your marks, get set, go! We're getting some movement over to the corner here. I'm gonna start laying some food out in the proper path, and we're gonna see if that helps here. Already, it looks to be working. This guy is all the way here. These guys are coming around the corner. No, wrong way, wrong way. If you go out of bounds, you are disqualified. You go back in the bucket. This guy's on a runaway lead. Oh, he's close, he's close, he's close, he's close. Oh, we got a winner. We got a winner. Hey, buddy, this is my guy. We're gonna have the best time ever together. Day 2 turned out to be cold and rainy, so I got our little friend here an umbrella, but even with that, he was still cold, so we got in the car to choose his name. I have a prize wheel here with 10 different names. The options are Omelet, Abraham Lincoln, Manny, Sal Manella, I see you're laughing a little bit, Butter, Caesar, Tika, Yanni, Bob, and one of my favorites, Dr. Pecker. Are you ready to find out your name? You just fell asleep. Here we go. Bob! Say hi to the world, Bob. The farmer helping me out said that Bob was already showing signs that he'd grow big and fatty, which is perfect for eating. And to fatten him up even more, I brought him to a park and made a picnic for just the 2 of us, where I told him a bit about what we'd be doing together. Then we went to a farm to meet a few other animals, and before we knew it, it was already day 20. Bob, I know you're probably wondering what on earth is going on here. On the count of 3, I'm gonna remove your blindfold. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is called the sushi restaurant. I rented out the entire place just for the 2 of us, and I've also flown in Bayashi, the biggest creator in Japan, and he's made a special omakase menu for us to enjoy.
Nick, Bob, I'm gonna make best sushi ever.
And he's doing it all for you.
Bob like wasabi?
That's a no. Bob, for you, Bayashi has made a mini 10-course omakase, perfect for a small chicken. And for me, he's made the exact same thing, but in regular human-sized pieces. No, it's not unfair that yours is smaller. That's just, I'm bigger than you. So Bob, the way you eat sushi is with these little things here, which are called chopsticks. Basically, they're like a fork, but for when you're eating certain types of Japanese food.
Bob, I have special chopsticks for you.
Bob, look, these are the smallest chopsticks in the whole wide world. They were made custom just for you. Why don't we take a bite? Bob, here,
Have some. Eat some sushi. It's so good, right?
Bo, do you like my sushi?
Do you think he likes it?
Yeah.
He's only eaten one.
He's not hungry. Take this.
You listed one chicken omakase for $8,000, and you listed one adult omakase for $1,000.
It's really hard to make.
Bob, I'm not paying that. You're doing the bill. Bob didn't end up paying the bill, but over the next 20 days, he did grow taller and fluffier, and his feet also turned a beautiful light blue color. But most importantly, the farmer told me he was finally old and strong enough to visit the ocean. Welcome to day 40. Bob, tell him what we're doing today. Oh, that means beach day. Strap in, Bob. Now, Bob, when I was a kid, I came to this exact beach all summer long, and I have some of my very best memories here. And that's why today, you and I are gonna recreate all of those memories. I'm gonna set you up on this nice beach towel with all these incredible toys. And while you're hanging out, Bob, having a few drinks, I'm gonna head out to sea and try to catch us some lobster to do a classic New England clam bake. Does that sound good? This is one of those moments that should show you truly how lucky Bob is. I'm literally going out right now on a boat to try to catch him a lobster lunch, and he's just hanging out on the beach doing absolutely nothing right now. Here's our first trap. Oh! Oh, we got one. First trap. Bob, how lucky are you? That is a beauty. I need at least one more lobster. Trap number 2. Please have a lobster. Oh, we got a big one. Oh, look at him. He's gorgeous. To start out our lobster bake, in go our lobsters. In my opinion, you can't have a good New England clam bake without freshly shucked corn. I'll hit it with a bit of oil, and then I'm gonna toss on my mussels and my clams. And you can't have a New England clam bake without classic red potatoes. I think we're ready to go. This amazing spread of food is a classic New England clam bake, one of my favorite things in the whole world. Bob, this is clam chowder. He loves the clam chowder. He's eating lobster. Bob, I knew I chose right when I chose you. It looks like Bob is in a food coma and has fallen asleep. But he wasn't asleep for long because I invited some friends for a nice bonfire and s'mores to finish out our beach day. I think Bob thought I was gonna cook him in the fire, but little did he know, he had a bit more growing to do before that can happen. Speaking of which, he continued to grow steadily over the next 10 days, getting more and more handsome every day, and because we were nearing his 50th birthday, I decided to surprise him with a custom tuxedo. On Bob's birthday, I invited my 3 brothers and we got a chicken birthday cake, chicken balloons, and even this beautiful chicken sculpture made from fruits and vegetables. We even got him a birthday card, but I'll save the presents for the holidays later in this video. Let's get this party started with some hibachi.
Welcome everybody. Who's ready for a chicken hibachi?
You need to leave.
Just kidding. Let's go. All right. You wanna try it, buddy? Don't worry, I'm here. I got your back.
Do not break the egg in front of Bob.
3, 2, 1. In the head. Let's go. Oops.
Someone covered Bob's eyes.
Happy birthday, Bobby! This is fake egg. Don't worry about that.
Fake eggs. Hear that, Bob?
I love you. Happy birthday.
He's so loved. Oh, here comes the fried rice. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm gonna try some first. Now I'm gonna give you a little. He loves it, guys. As you can tell, Bob also loves his vegetables, but I think he's saving most of his space for dessert. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Bob, this is the coolest birthday cake I have ever seen, and we got it for you because we love you. Here we go, Bob. It's a good looking cake. You deserve it. It was a great birthday party indeed, but it means we're halfway through Bob's life, and as I watched him grow up over another 10 days, I started to feel like his feathers were getting a little long. I ended up bringing him to my personal barber for a haircut, and as crazy as it might sound, it actually went really well. I noticed that during the haircut, Bob kept watching the TV, which had a football game on, and he actually seemed really interested, so I knew right then and there what we were gonna do next. We're here today with one goal and one goal only, to get Bob on the Jumbotron. Growing up, I played all different kinds of sports, and seeing this video of a chicken juggling an egg makes me wish Bob could have done the same, but he's just a regular, unathletic chicken. Lucky for Bob, we're in Boston, arguably the most famous sports city in the entire world. We have a luxury suite filled with all kinds of food, drinks, and even live insects for you to snack on. Bob's getting the same type of treatment Taylor Swift gets when she goes to a football game. Before the game starts, I have a few special messages for you.
Hey Bob, what's up? Tom Brady here. I heard you're going to your first football game, so have a great time. Good luck. Go Pats.
Hey Bob, it's Christian Pulisic here, captain of the USA soccer team. Hope you have a great time at your first ever football game.
Hey Bob, Zdeno Chara here from the Bruins. I'm happy that you are a Boston sports fan, so enjoy the Patriots game.
Hi
Bob. We're the Red Sox mascots, and we just want to wish you all the best at your first big sports game.
Now sit back and relax, Bob. The game's about to start.
Bob and I were having the best time. We had a few snacks, joked around with some of my friends, and after watching just a few plays, Bob already seemed to understand football better than my girlfriend. Bob even got to meet a former quarterback for the Patriots. But just as I thought it might never happen, there we were. Mission complete, Bob. But there was still one big mission we hadn't yet completed, and that was finding love. So over my next 20 days with Bob, which meant he'd soon have only 10 days remaining, by the way, I thought about how I could get him a lover before the holidays, which it turns out everybody calls cuffing season. I ended up traveling all the way to New York and getting him one of the biggest billboards in all of Times Square, but unfortunately, it never worked out. Luckily, I knew just the holiday to get his mind off things.
Our first holiday is Halloween, and as you can see, we dressed up as chicken and waffles.
Bob, Halloween is scary, and that's why we'll be doing this incredible haunted maze.
Okay.
I don't know if these things are real or if these are fake people. If this moves, I'm gonna freak out. I can't tell. I mean, this is so still. Oh God, that was terrifying. I am on high alert. Oh my God, why is there someone on a swing? You can take the chicken. I don't want any problems. Now I don't know which way to go. I think I'm gonna go this way. Oh, no. Oh God. Bob, you're on your own, Bob. I don't know how he's doing it, but Bob is cool as a cucumber right now. Why is there a chainsaw? My heart is beating so fast right now. This is the very last thing we have to pass through. It's called the dollhouse, and it's pretty obvious why once you're in here. Oh! What? Do not open. That is a sign that I'm gonna listen to. I'm definitely not gonna touch that. Oh God! Oh my God! After being brutally scared a few more times, we made it to the finish line where there was a pumpkin that had Bob carved into it, which I used to make a pumpkin pie for our next holiday. Bob, take a seat. Welcome to Thanksgiving. I love this holiday. It's all about being with your loved ones, your friends, your family. As you can see, I have made a massive spread of food for us. We have all the Thanksgiving classics, including a vegan turkey. Don't worry, we're not gonna be eating one of your cousins. But first, my family likes to go around the table and say something that we're thankful for. I will start. I'm thankful that I met you, Bob. In the past, the only thing I've done with chickens are eat them, and you showed me a different side of animals that I've never seen before. Over the last 90 days, you've become my friend. I've had a lot of fun, and I am so grateful that I met you. Why don't we carve the bird together? The things I do for you are insane. Talk about a dry turkey. Want to try a piece? Here. Oh, no. No chicken of mine is not gonna want some mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? And then, Bob, there's this huge argument among a lot of people, whether they like canned or fresh cranberry. I like canned. I want you to try it and see what you think, but there's more. This entire apple pie is for you. I told him it's homemade, but it's not. Man, I'm tired from all that food. Bob, you look tired too. Let's do a quick nap before we celebrate Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody. Check out that snow. It's big and beautiful, just like Bob. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Bob.
Bob, welcome to my favorite holiday ever, Christmas.
We are going to celebrate with presents, and my job is to find out who's been naughty and who's been nice, and I might have some extra treats for you as well, Bob. Now tell me, Nick, has Bob been good this year?
Bob has been the best chicken ever, and we have these chicken cookies and milk for you here, Santa.
In all the years I've been Santa Claus, I don't think anybody has ever made me a wonderful chicken cookie like this.
Bob, that looks just like you.
I think we might have something very fun for Bob in his stocking. Bob, I know you're gonna like it. If you're excited, say nothing. I've been thinking about what to get you all year, and of course, I thought maybe little chicken booties might be the ones to get for you.
Everybody gets a pair of socks on Christmas at some point, right?
Can't go wrong with the socks. Let's open your stocking, Nick, and find out what we have for you.
Here we go. You gave me coal.
Nick, you know what you did.
This is your gift.
Bob, I know you're gonna like this. The elves worked very hard on this for you.
It's a movie.
We love to watch Chicken Run at the North Pole, Bob. I think you're gonna be very inspired by that. Now, Bob, because it's your first Christmas, I've prepared a very special story for you. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the coop, not a feather was ruffling, not even a swoop. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care.
As Santa read the Christmas story, I realized that I'd forgotten to get Bob a Christmas gift. And because this was probably our last full day together before I cooked him, I thought I should get him something really special. So I thought to myself, if I were a chicken, what would be my one wish? And the answer was simple. I'd want to fly.
So I made a few quick phone calls and rented Bob a helicopter for the rest of the day. And while I can't be certain, I bet this is the first chicken ever to get a private helicopter ride. And that is a pretty special Christmas gift. But the fun didn't last for long because it was time for my final day with Bob, and I wanted to do something extra special together. Elephant in the room, it's day 100, and that means it's our last day together. But before it all ends, I wanted to do something special, just me and you, one last time. So I spent a while looking at all of our most exciting memories together, and that's why I made a movie about Nick and Bob. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. And spoiler alert, it did make me cry. But I'm not gonna show you that camera angle, so instead I thought I'd show you a few scenes of that chicken movie that Bob got for Christmas while I wipe away my tears. And now that it's day 100, let's go get this over with. I'm gonna start by coating the whole chicken in olive oil. Really make sure to coat every nook and cranny. Sorry, Bob. Once your chicken's fully been coated in all that olive oil, we're gonna go ahead with a nice, generous pinch of salt. I'm using some really nice flaky salt to be special for Bob. Now at this point, you can really just use whatever seasonings you want. It doesn't really matter. Nothing matters. In honor of Bob, we're gonna be making my favorite food in the world, rotisserie chicken. I actually told Bob multiple times that this was my favorite food, but never did he probably think that he was gonna turn into one someday. I don't wanna watch this part. Behind this plate of chicken is 4 months of laughs, of new experiences, of food, of lots and lots of love. I'm gonna dip it in Bob's juice.
Today we're breaking a Guinness World Record with Gordon Ramsay.
Now we'll be making the world's largest beef Wellington using my personal recipe.
The record to beat is 50 pounds. But what exactly makes for the perfect beef Wellington?
Right, first of all, we've got to get that sear. No colour, no flavour. Then that duxelle. Then the prosciutto, then the crepes, and then, of course, that delicious flaky pastry.
Luckily, if there's one thing Gordon's known for, it's the beef Wellington. Any advice on how we should do this?
Don't f it up.
Okay.
Off you go. Start the Wellington, I'll make the sauce. Excellent.
The real challenge today, aside from the fact that Gordon is counting on me to turn this pile of ingredients into the perfect beef Wellington, is time. Because this is our biggest cooking challenge ever, I've called in some backup to help me out. Some of the biggest names in food. I call them the Steak Avengers. Oh, looks like Gordon's already texting me. Guys, come on in. I think we got ourselves a message.
Hey guys, it's me. Listen, sauce is coming along fine. Please make sure when you put that Wellington together, it is absolutely precision and immaculate. I can't wait to see it. Hurry up, Nick, let's go!
Max, Gooey, you guys got the meat. You're gonna handle the duxelle and the crepes, and I'll take the prosciutto.
3, 2, 1, beef!
One of the most important parts of a beef Wellington is the prosciutto. I'll be using this giant and very dangerous deli slicer to get the best slices of prosciutto I can possibly get. This prosciutto was shipped all the way from Spain and is some of the best in the world. I need to take off one corner of the prosciutto, and now we're ready to slice. For carving our prosciutto, I first need to set this at the proper number, which will adjust the thickness. I'll place my prosciutto into the machine, clamp this down to secure it, and it's time to slice. Now the goal is to get even and consistent slices of prosciutto. These will eventually be used to wrap around the meat that Max and Guga are working on right now. This prosciutto looks incredible. It's ready to go.
All right, Max, first thing we gotta do is remove this fat. Let's do it.
We're gonna be completely fusing this thing together with meat glue. If there's any silver skin, it's not gonna stick together.
More fat, more better, but not today.
The reason I gave you guys both the beef to work on is because I myself do not want to work with meat glue.
So you're making us do the dirty work for you, huh, Nick? We like it.
A duxelle is a traditional mixture of mushrooms, shallots, garlic, and thyme. We'll be using a mixture of mushrooms starting with these white button mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms for that nice umami flavor, some golden oyster mushrooms, and finally some king oyster mushrooms. Now it's time to chop. To cook our duxelle, both pans are gonna get a little bit of olive oil, and this one here is for our crepes. In both pans, we're gonna start with some shallots and just a little garlic. And once these have become nice and softened, we'll add in my mushrooms.
You look like you need a hand over here. I'm gonna help you out with some crepes. These we're making ourselves, and what this will do for our Wellington is wrap it up nicely so there's no leakage. We need our Wellington to stay perfect golden brown.
I think we're just about done trimming here. It's time to suit up.
Let's do it. Meat glue is extremely dangerous.
It's an enzyme that completely glues proteins together.
I get scared every single time I have to use it.
If you breathe it in, it can literally make your lungs stick together. hence the gas masks.
When dusting on this meat glue, we need to make sure that everything is spread nicely and evenly.
If we don't fully coat every part of this meat, the Wellington will look terrible when we eventually cut it open.
To hold it together while it sets on the fridge, we'll tie it all up with butcher string.
And now that none of the meat glue is exposed, we should be safe to take off our masks.
Beautiful. We need to wrap it up because when we're cooking it sous vide, we don't want any water to go inside of the meat.
Gooey, that's a big piece of meat. Sure you can handle that?
You know, they always say my meat is big, and here's why.
To finish off our dixel, we're gonna season this up with a little bit of thyme, a generous amount of salt, and finally finish with some pepper. When it's nice and cooked through, add it to the rest of your mixture.
Now that we've got everything prepped out, it's time to start cooking. And this here is gonna be our giant sous vide bath. We'll fill it to the top with water and then set the circulators to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Once our water has come to temp, we can finally take our giant log of meat and place it right into our sous vide bath, which hopefully will cook our meat to a perfect medium rare. This is now going to cook overnight for about 10 hours, and we'll be back in the morning to check on it, but we better hope this works because we're not going to have much time left to finish after we come back. It's currently just before 5 in the morning, and we are going to check on our Wellington. I've been freaking out. I've been nervous about this the whole time, and I didn't want to wake the steak avengers because I felt kind of bad, so I woke up Manny to come with me. This has been going all night. Hold on.
What's wrong?
Manny, they're off.
What do you mean?
The things are off. The water's cold.
Oh, it's not even room temp. Nick. Oh man, how long is it off?
The fuse could have blown an hour ago, but it also could have happened 6 hours ago. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel cooked. I think our best bet's just cranking these up as high as we can possibly get them. I am probably gonna sit here and watch till the water comes to temp. But the only worry now is that if we're not careful, this may overcook. It's just past 6:30 now. We've let this go as long as we possibly can, and it's now time to bring this to the only bakery we could find that has an oven big enough to actually fit this in there. We've done the best we can, and at this point, we can really only hope that it's cooked. This right here is where we're gonna be baking our Wellington today. As you can see, it's so big that all 4 of us have no problem fitting inside. You guys go start prepping the Wellington. I'm gonna FaceTime Gordon to check in and preheat this oven. Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
It's going okay. We had a little bit of a mishap with the sous vide bath, but I think everything's coming together now.
Okay, hurry up, please. I'm dying to see that Wellington.
See you in a bit.
After the mishap this morning, we can only hope that it's fully cooked. But we'll find out once it's baked.
You want to treat this thing extremely nicely, just like a little baby, a little meat baby. It feels like the perfect medium rare.
You better believe it.
All right, guys, we gotta move. We only have 30 minutes to get this thing in the oven.
Next step, we have to pat the whole thing as dry as possible because we're about to torch it.
The final step before torching it is to remove all of the string that's wrapped around the meat. We have to be extremely careful right now because this is when the meat could split totally apart. For me, this is a bit of a sore subject because it makes me remember when I left the string on in one of my last episodes of MasterChef.
The string's on. We'd lose a star if we sent that to the customer.
There's no pan big enough to sear this. It's time to torch.
Now that it's gotten a beautiful golden brown color, it's time for the mustard.
And this is the traditional way to do it for Wellington. Directly after searing, we add a nice thin layer of mustard.
While those guys finish painting that in mustard, we're gonna go ahead and start rolling out our puff pastry for the outside of our Wellington. Once this has all been laid out and fused together, we're gonna add some parchment on the top.
And I'm gonna roll everything together to fuse all the edges.
What we're trying to do is make one giant puff pastry sheet big enough to wrap around our whole Wellington.
Next up, we're gonna lay out our crepes on top of our puff pastry.
This is gonna help trap in that moisture and prevent a soggy bottom. There is absolutely no way we're serving Gordon a Wellington with a soggy crust. Guga, start laying out the prosciutto.
Okay, we need to make a bunch of perfect layers. Guys, you gotta step it up. Literally, you got 15 minutes to get this in the oven or we're done.
Oof. To finish this up, we're gonna patch it up with prosciutto wherever we see an open hole.
The final step to bring it all together is to spread our dexel.
This has sat in the fridge overnight, and we have to make sure it's in a nice, perfect layer over our prosciutto. Everything looks pretty spread out right now, but it'll all come together shortly.
I'm excited to roll this thing up, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it stays together.
We only have 5 minutes left to get this thing in the oven. We're gonna start rolling it, keeping it as tight as we possibly can, because there can be no gaps in any Wellington. Be careful, be careful. Oh shoot, the prosciutto's coming off.
Well done, guys.
Wow, Guga, good job. We're gonna push these tables together.
Now we'll continue rolling it up, being extremely careful here.
And aside from cutting it open and feeding it to Gordon, this is definitely the scariest part of this challenge. And we had to bring in all hands on deck to finish this off. We are so close here, we just have to paint the whole thing in egg wash.
2 minutes left, guys.
We'll carefully place our lattice pattern over the Wellington.
Uh-oh.
And reposition it to make it look nice and pretty. And we'll finish it off with a bit more of that wash.
And finally, a nice pinch of salt. The very last step is very carefully sliding this onto our sheet tray. We can't mess this up, guys. Oh. Okay. Yeah! It's time. The big, gigantic oven.
We're gonna push it all the way in until it clicks, just like that.
And it's ready to cook. Guys, you ready for this?
Yes. Come on, open it. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh my
Wow. Wow.
It is literally a perfect golden brown.
Guys, hold on. It's what's on the inside that matters.
You guys ready for this?
Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, this is scary.
Okay, the moment of truth. Oh.
It's perfect!
I really hope Gordon's gonna like the Wellington, but we're about to find out. Let's see.
Nick, you got the welly?
I got the welly, you got the sauce?
Holy sh! Look at the size of that thing. I've got the sauce, let's go. Look at that thing, beautiful. We need a vat of sauce. Man, it's got a beautiful sheen. It's rich, it's sumptuous.
Do we take a bite before we find out if it's a world record?
Shall we? What the f? Oh man, look at that. Mmm. That is delicious. That's good.
The only thing remaining is finding out if this is truly the largest beef Wellington in the entire world.
I'll kill him if it's not.
Gordon, pleasure. Nick, this was an official Guinness World Records attempt for the largest beef Wellington. Now the record to beat was 20 kilograms. I've confirmed the official measurement, and I can officially say that you achieved 25.76 kilograms. Congratulations, you're officially amazing.
Yeah, yes! Yes!
In front of me is all the meat from an entire Wagyu cow. And next to me is Rami, a 10-time sumo national champion. I've broken down this Wagyu cow into 10 different sections, each of which will be turned into a different dish for Rami to eat. Rami has taken down lots of 500-pound sumo wrestlers, but today he'll face his biggest challenge ever. You think you can eat your way through an entire Wagyu cow?
No. I know I can.
To successfully defeat this cow, Rami must finish all 10 courses. And first up, I'll be making sushi using a strip loin. Right away, you can see this is a perfect cut of meat for sushi. I'll take about a 1-inch cut off the edge of this meat, and despite it being Wagyu, it is so thick that it's actually pretty difficult to cut through. Then, before making the actual sushi, I'll trim off all of the edges, making sure to leave as much of the meat as possible. But don't worry, we're saving this fat to make some donuts for dessert. Once I've trimmed it down to this blanc, I'll cut it through the center just once more, and then it's time to switch out my knife and to cut nice thin slices for my sashimi. Once I got my slices, it's time to make my sushi. First, I'll take my strip loin and lay it in my hand, pressing it down just a bit in the center, almost sort of gently melting the fat down in the center of my piece. Then I'll grab my sushi rice and lightly roll it around in my hand, making sure not to press it down too hard. This goes into the center of the beef, where I then shape it, flip it over, and our nigiri is done. Rami, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Course number 1 is your Wagyu sushi. I just want to make sure that you know that all the meat that you're having today is Wagyu beef, A5, Kobe, and we have the entire cow. First bite.
So good. I will cry now.
You're gonna cry?
I'm really happy, so I feel like I'm gonna cry.
This part might feel easy, but we have an entire Wagyu cow, and you're only on level 1 out of 10. Are you gonna make it that far?
Take your time.
Want me to take some of it?
Next! Level 1. This is not challenge.
For our second course, we're going to be making a Wagyu macaron with this sirloin butt. To begin, I've finely chopped up this sirloin butt into these small Wagyu medallions. These are the very delicate macaron shells. And to assemble, I'll add some foie gras to the bottom of our shell. Next, I'll top it with these sweet and creamy buttery apples. Then the sirloin butt with just a bit of steak sauce. And then last, we'll top it off with my personal favorite, some Japanese sea urchin, also known as uni. And just as if we're assembling a burger, we can't forget the top bun. Rami's not the only one that gets to eat today.
Yo, Nick, let's eating more cookie.
Your second course and the second section of the cow, these Wagyu macarons.
It's sweet and have multiple flavor.
You got every little possible delicious bite.
Oh, you put magic inside. Can you see?
Yeah.
Like that. It's rolling.
Course number 3 is a Wagyu donburi using the chuck roll. Because you get a nice bang for your buck, this actually happens to be one of my favorite cuts of meat. After thinly slicing the chuck roll on a meat slicer, I'm gonna make a few cuts because we're gonna cook it in this flavorful broth. This sauce right here is actually Linja's favorite sauce. It's a combination of mirin, sake, soy sauce, and sugar. In just a few seconds, it's already done, and I'm gonna lay it over the top of my rice to start crafting the donburi. Once I've pressed all of this down, I'll leave a nice hole in the middle, and there, I'm gonna crack in my poached egg. To finish, I'll sprinkle around the edges with a bit of green onion, and then the final touch is this incredible crispy garlic.
I'm hungry. He's late, yeah? Nick!
Yeah. Wagyu donburi.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
This is really huge bite.
This is a sumo-sized bite, Rami. Oh.
You keep surprising me.
Have you had donburi before?
This is first time I've ever having donburi.
And you like it? So it's not gonna be the last. Rami, next time moving on to section number 4 of the cow. You're almost at the halfway point.
What time the challenge is gonna begin? Make it quick! I get hungry!
Dish number 4, using our 4th section of the cow, is going to be this Wagyu carpaccio using a tenderloin. Normally I don't love tenderloin since it's not all that exciting, but with Wagyu, when it gets marbled like this, it's delicious. Once this is thinly shaved using a meat slicer, I'll carefully lay it down in the center of my plate. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves because given it's so thin, it's going to melt if I don't. I'll top this off with a nice sprinkle of salt, some fresh cracked pepper, some nice fresh cut kiwi, not just for the flavor, but actually also for the color, some honey lemon cherry tomatoes where the skin has actually been completely removed so you get a nice soft bite, some of this beautiful passion fruit jelly, which again gives us a nice pop of that yellow color, but also this incredible acidic and sour flavor. Then a light sprinkle of shiso leaf, which is sort of similar to Japanese basil, but I happen to like it a lot better. Then I'll finish it off with just a nice drizzle of olive oil. Course number 4, Wagyu carpaccio.
This is really a piece of art, so I'm sorry for what you're gonna see now. I'm making Wagyu fruit roll-up.
A Wagyu fruit roll-up. With the Wagyu that I just carefully sliced into perfect thin layers, you've turned it into this.
It's really beautiful. Oh my god. And after that, what we do?
I don't even want to wait.
Listen. It's fire.
You didn't even chew it. You just squeeze it.
Where is the real challenge? Make it quick.
We are 50% of the way through this cow, and Rami is 50% of the way to victory. For this course, we'll be doing something exciting, a Wagyu hot stone using this tri-tip. I have set this oven to 500 degrees, and in just a bit, this is gonna be ready for Rami to cook. To begin, I'll slice straight through the center of the tri-tip, which looks incredible on the inside. Then I'll slice off a steak, and we're left with this. I'll trim off all of the edges, removing all that fat, and saving even more for our Wagyu fried donuts at the end. This course, Rami is cooking by himself, so I'm simply gonna cut off some nice cubes like this, and we'll let Rami do the rest of the work on his own. So once I've cut it into nice pieces like this, it's ready to go. Rami, be careful, don't move. This is a 550 degree hot stone. Feel the heat from above. Be careful.
This is what I talk about.
And Rami?
Yeah.
Here's the meat. Beautiful tri-tip. Go ahead.
Do you hear?
So Rami, tell me, I heard you have a fun fact about your last name.
My last name is here, El Gazar.
El Gazar, what does that mean?
Yes.
The beast.
It's meaning butcher.
Your last name means butcher?
Yeah.
And you're eating a whole cow?
Yeah.
You've made it through 50% of the cow so far. You still have half of the cow to go. I can't wait for the end when you just can't eat anymore.
Can we stop talking and begin cook?
Wow, okay. We've officially started the second half of Rami's Wagyu challenge, and we'll be using this ribeye to make shabu shabu, which is also known as Japanese hot pot. To begin, we need to carefully slice our meat, and the way we do that is when it's still slightly frozen. What's amazing is how you still see that perfect cross-section of the ribeye with every slice that we get here. Once I finish slicing, I'll wrap it all up and place it in here for this nice presentation for Rami. This is when the challenge really begins. Rami! Course number 6. This is a beautiful shabu shabu broth. It's got a little bit of shiitake mushrooms, a little kombu.
Where is the food?
You asked for a challenge. I brought you a challenge.
Okay, I'm ready. It seems like chankunabi, you know, the sumo.
Yeah.
It's almost like.
While we wait for the broth to heat up, you've been in all sorts of movies and TV shows and things like that already, right? Commercials.
I did 7 seasons from Spanish TV show named Tengo Talento, Mucho Talento, Hola Familia. It's el grande, el famoso, el osito.
You speak Spanish?
Poquito español. We did 200 or more live show for sumo, and we work in some films now. And chef too, so I'm gonna make food now.
The water's boiling, so it's time. I have a trick to show you. So here's what I do, Rami. I take my Wagyu, I go like this. Ooh, pretty cool, right? And then I just put it in and I just sort of, you know.
Didn't work at all.
Eat the shabu.
Okay, now we will begin with the beef. So it like that. Not by his technique. To make food is really, really easy. Just enjoy it. I love all green vegetables. It's healthy. I've been asking Nick all day for food, and finally he bring some food. So I think the challenge begin now. I don't want to tell Nick, but right now I feel about 30% full. I hope he didn't hear me. Keep it secret. You know what? Nick can cook. So good. Oh. Done! Next!
For section number 7 of the cow, I'm using a picanha to make a Wagyu tataki. To begin, we'll need to trim down our picanha. Once I cut out a nice thick steak, I'll carefully remove all the fat on the edges, again, saving it to fry those donuts, and then it's time to sear. We're looking to cook through just lightly on all of the outsides, keeping the center nice and raw, just as you do for a tuna tataki. For a bit of extra flavor, I also want a torch. When slicing into this, if we've done it properly, it should be nice and pink on the inside. To plate, I'll layer down my tataki, using odd numbers like I always do, and then we'll finish with a sauce made with cream cheese, maple syrup, and apricot, and I'll top it off with some nice fresh mint. Number 7. Wagyu tataki, one of my personal favorites.
Let's see.
I feel like there's no way that you're not getting a little bit full yet.
Never.
Really?
I want to beat the cow and the mint is really good in this one.
Right now, even though you're pretending like you're not, I feel like you're in one of the toughest battles of your life with all this Wagyu cow. Can you tell me about the craziest sumo fight you ever had?
2015, I fight with Biambat. He was really, really strong sumo wrestler.
Did he win?
No, I beat him.
We'll see if you can take down course number 8.
I will. Get rid of stuff.
Course number 8, a giant brisket, served somewhat Texas style. With this brisket, I'm gonna go the classic route and smoke it. But first, I wanna show you that beautiful marbling on the inside of a Wagyu brisket, because this isn't something you see every day. I fast forwarded through the part of us smoking this, and Rami doesn't really wanna wait any longer, but similar to our tataki, I'm gonna get nice thin slices of our brisket. Wagyu brisket is a bit different, so we're not cutting it as large as we would a classic brisket, but the presentation ends up looking the same. Rami, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
Are you full? Be honest with me.
Not yet.
But you're getting there?
Not yet.
Wagyu brisket. Served somewhat of a Japanese-Texas fusion style. We've got the brisket, of course. Then we've got some Japanese milk bread, a potato salad, all the classic sides.
Fight!
While you're finishing this one, I heard you like to cook. What are your 3 favorite things to cook?
Number 1, beef. Number 2, Egyptian food. Number 3, seafood.
Ah, I like those choices. I'll let you finish.
Can you help? Help me, it's just some beef. I think I'm gonna lose today. But I'll keep going. Just for you guys. Nick!
Nice job. Oh, what about the pickle?
Okay.
For our last savory course, we're using the final 2 cuts of Wagyu beef. The first one being short rib and the second being skirt steak. Once we've ground up equal parts of both of those cuts, I'll shape it into a nice patty. And I must note that Wagyu burgers are the hardest burgers in the world to make given how fatty it is. And because of all that fat, we don't need to oil the pan. If Rami somehow makes it through our burger course here, I don't know how he'll possibly finish that Wagyu donut. Once I've got a nice crust on that bottom side, it's time to carefully scrape and then give it a nice flip. I've lightly toasted off some sesame buns. Once it's nice and crispy all around, I'll place down my patty, and to finish, I'll place on my tomato in nice little heart shaped for Rami since I love him. And I'll finish with just a little bit of lettuce for the color and the crunch. Done.
I heard Nick made burger, so I hope it's small one. I almost stuffed.
Rami, course number 9. It's this big giant Wagyu burger. It's very delicate because it's pure Wagyu and you're not supposed to make a burger like this, but I did it anyway for you.
This is really huge.
Is this the point where the cow beats Rami?
Never. Wow. Do you see what is going on here?
The juice. Ugh. I need to go make dessert because for course number 10, I need to fry off some donuts. And I don't want to make you wait.
To be honest, I'm 95% full. Actually, 100% stuffed. But I need to keep going. Wish me luck. Number 9 done. Where's Nick?
Oh, we're at course number 10. We've made it through every section of the cow, except for the fact that you can't waste anything, and we've got this leftover Wagyu fat, with which we're gonna make donuts. To begin, we'll add all of it into our pot and fire up the heat. While our fat melts down, I'll make my glaze. We're gonna keep this classic. Just a bit of powdered sugar, a touch of vanilla extract, I don't have my homemade version today, and to finish, a splash of heavy cream. Then we mix. Once that's done, I'll slide in my Wagyu fat, and at this point, it's time to fry off our donut. I'm being very careful to make sure that every single side is perfectly golden brown, and that it gets just the right amount of that Wagyu flavor. Once our donut's finished, on we go to the paper towel, and now that our donut is perfectly fried, it's time to dip. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Course number 10. You already ate so much Wagyu today, and I think you very much passed 20,000 calories that I figured I'd let you off a little bit easy with this final course.
The smell is really good.
If you finish this donut, you've successfully eaten your way through an entire Wagyu cow.
Let's do it. Nick, I have one more question.
What's that?
When's that challenge actually begin?
Any last words, Rami?
Go subscribe so we can catch Gordon. You don't wanna make me mad. Subscribe now.